Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. Joined today by the usual cast of miscreants. Getting our introductions with, for me, top left, but it's for you nowhere near top left, so it'll just be random from your guys' perspective. But this is Steve from JoINrbs, Twitch streaming and YouTube. DolphinChemist from DolphinChemist, Twitch and YouTube. Do you have YouTube actually, Dolphin?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Sure.
Adam from Altf Four Gaming, also Twitch and YouTube. And then Kevin, introduced each week by a lovely little tag from his wife this week, the owner of a bearded clam barbershop. And then for me, FilthyRobot, here we are. I know it's been a couple weeks, guys. I apologize for that. Various people who aren't me have been fucking up the schedule. I'll let you guys figure out who. Any donation will always get me to tell you. Just putting that out there. All right, so what are we starting with? Where are we?
You guys
Muted, Steve.
are still in the fire temple.
We're still in the what? The fire?
I was intentionally muted. I was making a funny joke with word mouth.
Yeah, it was good. I was playing along.
I think our opening scene today is we pan into the large, craggy, broken up chamber deep in the earth, where we see
This is
before
Thaddeus'
ourselves
heart.
a pale white, tall elven lady with the altar behind her, where there has been sacrificial blood scattered across of it. And in front of us, she is gazing up at a large, it's almost like a crack in reality, where there are clouds infinitely panning outwards through this. And in front of her is a large, tall, cresting wave that seems to have two strange pearls that look like eyes beading towards her. There's the shapeless, watery masses just sort of moving and twirling, and they seem to be in some kind of conversational communion. We join the party in a very long L-shaped corridor.
Some of our more astute listeners may notice that I skipped the recap because I literally do not fucking remember the last time we played this campaign or what we were doing. So I'm hoping that the map will bring me back to where it is.
I
I think
have
we might be dying.
We're
two
stuck at the
level
end
3
of...
spell slots.
Well, that narrows it down where we are.
We're stuck in the middle at the end of the jail cell run with the entire room to the north and south
Oh, I do remember.
aware of us.
We've been having a very long combat.
We're in combat
I
is
do
the long
remember.
and short of it.
Okay.
Indeed.
Oh, I can give a recap.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, all right. So we aggroed a shit ton of guys in like a fucking cul-de-sac, and they are now flanking us on both sides. Dolphin is refusing to retreat, and everyone else is refusing to advance, which makes it a particularly cunning strategy we put together to deal with this. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how our heroes make it out of this. So that's my recap. Unrelated note.
I don't like the fact that Filthy's in charge of the recap, by the way.
I mean, would you like to do the recap in the next episode, Dolphin?
Maybe.
The next
Sure.
episode? That's optimistic.
Yeah, right, if you survive. It's your turn, Dolphin.
Is there a way to
Dolphidius still inside a prison cell that's been converted into some kind of lodging with a bed and a table and a banner representing the fire cult and a swirling mass of ghostly figures. Is that what it is?
Yep.
The
and
spiritual guardians.
It's kind of like just kind of like a beachly people, just like kind of people of my culture, along with like dolphins and sea animals.
Just sort of defending.
You call it a beachy
Yeah.
culture?
So I'm in the middle of combat.
Islanders
Tahiti.
or just like
Tahiti or something? Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that my party's in trouble, but I look to the golem next to me, and I realize that I don't want to leave its magical power behind. I realize that we're just surrounded by these golems, these wooden golems that are currently
Are we?
What?
the golems, the magical creatures that we can bring to life.
Excellent reference.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm standing right next to one. You can
It's
see
so
it on the
good at
map.
remembering
Yes,
the
I
most strangest of things.
The table golem.
That's
Yeah,
right.
It's
it's a
table
golem.
golem.
I mean, they might look like tables, but we just met that
How do
wizard
you-
that can make them into creatures.
That's true.
Anyways, so I decide that it's time to abandon the hope of getting my own table golem. I'm gonna go ahead and retreat back to the party.
No
So
rush.
that's-
A couple more rounds could be fine.
Well, hang on. Do we want to? How long does an anti-magic cube last? Because there's now a field up there. We could run and stand in it, and they wouldn't be able to cast things on us while we
Yeah.
killed them.
And that would be great because then all of our magical items that keep us alive would turn off. Like your cloaks of protection and your magical auras and your armor and your magic shields and the auras that we're running and the spells that are concentration slots. I think that would be great.
Yeah, but the guys who like explode and kill us couldn't do that.
Unless it's not magical. Maybe that's just, actual like chemical imbalance in them or something.
I'm gonna
What?
move back.
Might not be
I'm going
magical.
to fire a Toll the Dead on one of the dudes.
On Thaddeus.
Okay.
Go at the top
Which-
one, assuming he's taking damage. Whichever one looks more damaged, if I can see them.
Okay, so you know that, yeah, you know the
Mentally
top
or
one.
physically?
Definitely. Okay, so it's a wisdom save?
Yep.
Can his
Rolls a 7.
If I can't tell, then I'll just go after the top one.
That's fine. So let's see, 16. Okay,
Okay. And
and then you're gonna move.
yeah, I move back one room. Ah, good to go.
I wonder if there's any cracks in the walls between 15 and 14, and I could actually misty step to my death.
15 and 14.
Are you rule lawyering for?
No, that's like a 30-foot solid mass of rock. And you
Alright.
would know that because you've.
Because
Well, yes, you wouldn't know because you haven't actually entered room 14. Room 14 is only revealed because that's what the owl saw that one time
Right,
when you
right.
swooped around.
Sure.
So let's see whose turn it is. This guy, so he can move. Hang on.
Are those
Okay.
guys the ones with the like fire heads or whatever the hell that is? Are they fire immune?
That's right. They are fireheads.
Somebody remind me to
your
weapon next turn.
You know what? The other good thing I think we could do here. I think if we do this right, we could always keep the 14 in between us and a group of enemies. We just rotate around this at the same pace they are until they die of old age.
Yeah.
Like the southern.
Yeah, and since we don't have Sniven with us, like that could probably come out to our advantage,
Yeah, we're a long-lived species, I think, as a whole.
mostly. I don't like being called a hole, but I understand what you're getting at.
I can get to there. I don't think anyone's actually seen one of those yet, so
Okay.
as soon as you encounter them.
Oh,
we'll
they're
talk about what
brand
they
new
are.
creatures.
Yeah.
Didn't
I feel
somebody
like we've
did?
seen one. but-
Filthy ran out
Well, I
into the
guess-
hallway. Filthy
I
ran
guess-
out into the hallway and looked south into that anvil
Yeah,
room.
we
and
saw the
them.
giant room to the bottom.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. He
So
ran out in the corridor.
This is a zombie with a flame
we
skull
did.
on
We
top
saw
of his
like a
head.
giant
Each of them gets
area.
2 fireballs. Surrounded.
so you know that these are called an Azzer, so that's an AZERS.
That's not good news.
Isn't it?
AZERS. So you know that
That
these
it's
are
spelled
an elemental
AZER? I would have guessed
creature.
you every time.
Elemental creature native to the plane of fire and the element of chaos. They were created by fire titans or giants, who they usually serve.
Do you want me to roll for this? Or you just want to keep going?
I think you guys did that. If you've already saw them when you encountered that room, you probably rolled a bit of history for most of that room.
Oh, okay, sure.
I think I even told you about the Afriti.
Yeah,
right?
I think you did.
So, they
But I have to
resemble
check with Kevin.
dwarves, but they have brass-colored skin, and their hair and beards are formed of flames.
I wish I was one of those.
So
Yeah,
fine.
he's getting a bit mopey in his old age.
Funny. And Thaddeus' turn.
What? Oh, it's going to take me 10 minutes to decide what to do.
Wait, that was a joke?
No, that wasn't a joke. That's really actually the problem we have. So we're not going forward. We're backing up into this other cluster of crap.
I like forward again now. It seems to be less to the top than there are to the bottom now. I was only half joking about keeping the centerpiece between us and the enemies for all time.
Where's my... Oh, there it is.
Yeah, in some ways it seems like running forward and then north or east makes kind of sense. Like we're going into fresh territory, but Shit, I don't know.
Well, take your time.
I've got a couple of these. We don't have a group consensus. We're not chatting about this.
Are we all Thaddeus now? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Fuck you, man. All right. 5.
We
10,
are all
15,
Thaddeus on
20.
this blessed
I thought we were
day.
gonna do a one-off
I
for
am
that
beautiful on the inside and on the outside.
Don't spoil the fun.
Pustule.
So if I understand correctly, last week, because I'm still recapping for the viewers, you just spent the last couple turns running east down this whole corridor. You've now turned around and are now running west.
But Thaddeus has also been buffing his entire party and their weapon attacks with this wonderfully giant orange aura.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. It's
Hey,
very, it's very orange.
I can use a bow because I don't have blade dance
I think it's
because we didn't short rest.
Yeah. Nice.
Remind me to
Isn't
use
your
spiritual
bow like
weapon
just
on my turn in
worse in all
30
ways than your cantrips?
So, 5, 10, 15, 25.
By the way, Kevin, we're gonna
35.
need you to run back to the other end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, is there some reason why you only moved 25, Kevin?
I was just fixing that.
Okay.
We're also
Is that
gonna
where
need
you
you
are now?
on Sunday.
Yeah, because I
He's just moving again.
Does
Does this count as Kevin's turn still?
If I only walked, then I would have dashed.
Sure.
Okay, so this guy gets to here.
Oh,
Ooh, Thaddeus, I left something on the east end of this corridor. Could you grab it for me real quick?
Yeah.
He will make 3 attacks on Thaddeus. 1, 2, 3. They all miss. I presume.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. So this guy. Let's see. So the first diagonal's 5, and the second's 10. Is that what we said?
The what?
The
Yeah.
first diagonal is 5
Yes.
and then 10.
Yeah.
So 5, 15. What's the third? Is the third one
5
5
again.
again?
Yeah.
The third
20.
is 11.
30, 5, 45, 55, 60. Okay. He
Is that a golem?
The hell is that?
10, 15, 20.
Could be undead. Have you checked recently?
He goes to there. And dashes. It's his turn.
I don't remember what I cast Spiritual Guardian
His
at.
turn. His turn. Eldrin!
Ah, okay. Well, I think. Do I know anything else besides these flaming head people except they're spelled with an E? Like, I know you told me where they have, like, their histories and shit, but do I know anything about them as, like, for example, combat characters? Are they dangerous? Are they particularly good chefs? Like, what am I expecting they're doing? Are they here to bake for me?
I mean, you could probably cook an egg on the head.
Okay,
You know they'd be. Let's see.
promising.
Put that on the to-do list.
Cook egg on the head. Let me just check.
God, it's always Kevin holding this up here.
Yeah, so immune to fire
Need to fire. Okay.
and poison.
Need to fire and poison. That's a lot. Okay.
And
Is there anything on the map right now that isn't immune to fire?
No, we're in the fucking fire cult area. We were expecting
most
this.
of your party, Steven.
Yeah. That's what's not immune to fire.
And the dudes with swords.
Alright.
And you know that they
Passionate
emit a
lovers.
lot of heat from themselves.
Admit heat. Because they're on fire.
So, yeah.
That's a good
so
thing I had
maybe
that
if
history
someone
lesson.
Hit
Alright.
them or were hit by them.
Alright, I'm going to go to there. And I'm going to shoot the guy closest to Thaddeus.
The one in front? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember
So
the
yeah,
AC?
17?
The AC is 17. Okay. Let's try 3 of these. Okay. Yes.
2.
Alright, first one hits for 19. second one for 21, and the third for 19 again. So 59.
You missed him with the second one.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was 323 for some reason. Yep.
So,
So I hit for,
You have sneak attack.
and I have sneak attack.
Yep.
Thank you. Another 7. So I guess
Is
that's
that,
19, 19.
does he not need
7.
to be within 5 for that? Or
Oh, sneaky. Yeah. No, I think you're right.
okay.
So that's just 40.
Yes.
Let's see. So this magical field appears.
And do you get...
GG's.
Oh, it's only melee damage, isn't it, that my aura helps
He's
with?
not in the aura anyway.
He's in my aura.
No.
10,
I'm not. I'm over here.
20,
Oh, they are. Right.
30.
Yeah, they
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never
they
mind.
don't
That
get the
doesn't
plus
count.
damage either.
I mean, they can have plus 1d4 if you like.
No, I meant I as recipients of damage, I was
Remind
hoping
me,
they...
who got
Lord is a generous god.
spiritual weapon immunity? Like, wasn't... I think, if I remember correctly, Steve and I were not in range when he cast, like, not visible when he cast that. So we both take
Oh, you
damage.
mean Spirit Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's also
I
a
think it's
spirit
you,
weapon I'm
Steve.
supposed to remind you about. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, spirit weapons I
So
remember
that-
got de-spelled.
That got desummoned by the shield. I mean, you can probably...
I can
pull it
resummon
up,
it, but I
Yeah.
my own risk.
Okay.
Unsummon.
So the Afriti like glides up the stairs, like hovering above the floor, and you see she pulls a ball of flame out of her hand and hurls it towards Thaddeus.
Oh, at Thaddeus? That's fine.
27.
What is 27?
That's to hit you.
That's a number.
Is
Kevin.
I'm 26.
I was gonna say, is it to hit?
So this is a to hit, not a dex roll.
That's right. Yep.
27.
Can you imagine a DC 27 dex save?
Is that within 30 feet of me?
What?
No.
Yeah.
Her? No.
Her,
No, her? No.
He
Thaddeus
is for
is.
you.
No. It's it has to be. I could warding flare, but it has to be a creature within 30 feet of me.
Understand.
But you have to sand them in the eyes, right?
When
Yeah.
a creature that you can see. With
Yeah.
yeah, it's not.
And she becomes invisible.
Anyways.
All right.
Yeah, somebody else took
Yes.
And
Brilliant.
All right, is he dead?
I don't know. Does it hit you?
Yeah, no, that, oh, yeah. That hits.
Okay, so you take 22 fire damage.
Of course I do.
Do you want to reason?
Let's see, can she... How far can she...
22 fire damage.
Let's see, hang on. So this guy's turn is down here, so these two move together. So it's Tim's go as... Is the owl still in this room? Or did it, like, fly down and tell you what's
It is,
happening? Okay. It's unfortunate
I'll
that all of
recall it
these are
to
melee.
me. If none
What's
of them
your
are
turn,
melee,
Mark?
it can hide in the rafters if it doesn't feel threatened, but otherwise.
Yeah, I would say right now that it... I guess you're aware through the owl that none of these have any ranged abilities. Although you know the salamander can crawl on the walls.
It's cool. My owls, I'm sure, will be fine.
Sure.
I am going to drink a potion. Also, with
Should've done
my free item interaction, I'm going to take a potion from Eldrin's pack.
Okay.
That's 12 because it's +4 as well.
Okay, sure.
All right, so I'll mark down. It's a grater that you take from my pack, and I'll mark it down. Okay.
Cool. And I'm going to move to... Fuck if I know.
I think west. I think our goal is to just.
There
yeah.
or something. There?
You want to get inside his aura?
There. Sure, there. I can't attack or anything though,
Why?
because I used my action for a potion drink.
Oh, it wasn't your free potion?
No, I already used that.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, the ogre we see earlier. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Oh, there's another ogre. I forgot
40.
about that.
So he comes back from like where you saw him run up the stairs. He appears to be moving again towards you and then down back into sort of this room.
Do you think this fight teaches us that we might be relying a little over much on Fireball to clear up problems?
So it's
I think
Dolphidius'
I
what
just
turn.
got 2 free fireballs per day from my dagger, so I think we probably have enough.
I think maybe what it teaches us is that
right.
we shouldn't
No.
we shouldn't count on like salamanders to win the day and like lose them in the first 2 rounds.
Well, if they had put
Don't you
fucking
dare
swords on
speak
their
ill of the
tails,
dead.
we had got that persuasion roll, we'd be fine right now. Everything would be dead.
It's the salamander's fault. I understand. It's an old story. I've heard it before.
Yeah.
Yes. Salamander was crossing a river with Thaddeus on its back.
I think that was a scorpion. Anyway. Dolphin.
The creature enters. I don't think I'd proc my Spirit Guardians if I walk right up into them.
No, it'd be the start of their turn.
It'll be the start of their turn.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
don't
so I don't really gain too much from doing that again. I upcast that Spirit Guardian, so it better do some gosh darn work for me.
Actually, that's brilliant. No, I was just thinking the smartest thing for me to do.
Walk backwards again, go to the other end of the hallway.
Go pick up Eldrin's
light your head on fire, pretend you're an Azer.
Right. I think if I go into that north room and hold the door there, then while they're trying to kill me through the door, they're getting killed by his Spirit Guardian.
Or they just start going for me.
Or the door kills you.
But they still have to. Anyway, I'm not gonna.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to attempt to attack with spiritual weapon. At which point I will remember that I don't have a spiritual weapon active anymore.
Sure.
I'm then going to go ahead and cast a new spiritual weapon out of frustration.
Is it a rage cast of spiritual weapon?
It's a rage cast, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna upcast. It's gonna be level 2. So yeah, I got it on attack. 2d8. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, you need a. Hang on, let me get your thing.
Things.
It's okay. I can go ahead and roll the 2 hit with the spiritual weapon first.
So where are you putting it?
I'll put it.
I'll let you control it.
I'd recommend
I'll put
inside.
it. Yeah, if you let me control it, I'll.
Dolphin. There you go.
Cool. Go ahead and put it right here. I want to put it kind of.
Sure.
Kind of diagonal, just 5 feet to encourage them to.
Does it get the plus from Thaddeus' thing?
I would have to.
Doesn't it say you treat it as a melee attack?
What's the name of your ability?
I'll link it.
No, not yours, Thaddeus's. What's it called? Crusader Roar or something?
Mine is
Mantle?
a Crusader Mantle.
Okay.
Mantle of Crusading.
Okay, so you 15 on the in front. So his AC is 17.
Okay, so it misses. And then I will go ahead and cast Toll the Dead on him.
You don't get a dex save on their explosions, do you?
I think you do.
Not sure.
It's not fire damage, it's piercing
Yeah, it's
damage,
piercing.
though. That was the weird thing about it.
Yeah, but
you
do you get a dex save?
I think you do.
I don't think I've ever rolled a dex save on them.
Let me
because
check. Hang on.
That's because I kill them all and you're on the other side of the hallway still.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a DC 12 dex save. Take 66 piercing or half on a fail. A pass, rather.
Yeah.
This is the closest you've been to an enemy for the entire campaign.
Okay, so is it on the front one as well, Dolphin?
Yes.
Okay, so make him do it, wisdom save.
So
I think you're thinking of someone else.
So he takes that.
He takes 15.
Which is 15 as the cackle of dolphins and other strange sounds.
And did we decide if this goes through walls or not?
What is it?
What, your thing?
Yeah, if it like goes through. Yeah, if it like goes around. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move up here.
Nice.
Okay. Perfect. So this guy at the bottom.
Hold my trap.
Go.
Is it?
This is my level 5
10,
Spirit Guardians
15,
begins to eat them all
20,
alive.
25, 30, 35, 40, 40
I'm excited.
55, 60. So he comes barreling down the corridor towards you guys. 12 is also the same dude here, I think. Where is he? Yeah. So 5. He kind of moves up. Yeah. I'll make one space back actually.
Do I know if Azer have object permanence as part of their capabilities mentally? If I close the door, will they remember I'm here?
Maybe if you
Worth
close the
testing,
secret
right?
door, that would.
That might have helped.
You are not certain of this.
Okay.
You might have to do some testing.
All right.
Roll nature.
Roll nature.
Roll nature.
Okay.
I'm proficient in nature. I know
That's
everything
fine.
about nature.
Yeah. Maybe. You think it's like a coin toss? Like,
I'm thinking
whether
about
they
two
remember you or
things
not.
simultaneously
Well, like, they
when I
might
do
be
this.
kind of
When I
easily
made this nature
distracted
roll,
or
there's two things I
something.
was thinking about. The first was the Azer and object permanence. The second was global warming. And I want to know the impact that all these people burning off their head has on global warming. Like, do I, like, as a nature lover, as someone proficient in nature, kind of hate the Azer?
I hear
You're
this.
actually a nature lover.
No.
You oh.
I'm proficient in nature. It doesn't mean I love it.
Well, you know nature
Good
lovers
at it.
hate these creatures.
Okay, so I rolled 1 on intelligence. As a reaction, I hear that there is a new worry about global warming,
Yep.
and that we already saw the evidence of that previously with the
Giant
giant
worm.
worm
Yep.
stairs.
Could be everywhere.
I'm going
Never
to
get
take this
anything done.
opportunity as a reaction to crouch down.
Okay, sure. So a small fairy-like creature flutters around the side of the corridor and appears in front of the Ifriti.
What?
So this
Like
this is
that
the
little
first
fish with
creature.
clean teeth of sharks.
I think this is the first creature you've encountered that is tiny. When I say
Aw.
tiny, so instead of like a 5 foot by 5 foot creature, this is like, instead of going the other way, they're like the other size. So
I'm
they're
pretty
like,
sure flame skulls are supposed to be tiny.
if they are, that was
So
my
probably
mistake.
it's not the first we've encountered. It's the first our DM has done appropriately.
Indeed. Sure, we'll go with that.
I'm out of here. I'm done.
So let's see. She is gonna cast
With another caster, that's exciting.
a. Can Tim see her? Is it right to cast spell?
I mean,
Do you still have cast
casting?
spells?
Stuff, so
What's she casting? I
What's
think
the
it's a
range?
60-foot range.
yeah,
Is it?
she stands at 61 feet.
She is 74
Yeah, it's a
feet.
60-foot range.
Okay. You can see her casting a spell.
That's so good to know.
I wonder if this goes. Does this go on
Does a
corners?
spell make her fire immune?
Does this go on corners? Why is it not? showing it?
Fireball?
There we go.
Yeah,
Fairy fire. Ooh, fairy fire. That's a good one. Yeah,
Does that go on
Yeah,
corners?
looks
Okay,
like-
no.
sure.
I think it should. I think it should. Yeah.
Let's see
No,
what
you
it
sound
says.
really
Each
confident.
object in a
You know what
20-foot
it's talking
cube
about.
within range. Within range. Any creature in the area.
Ha!
So I guess.
She can't cast it.
Why?
She's casting it on her own, guys. Range is 60 feet. She's got the same problem Steve did.
Well, she's not casting
What?
it, Steve. She's casting
She's
it.
casting
you.
it,
You have
yeah.
40 points.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're casting it on us.
Oh,
She's gonna
dwarven
cast
math
it.
never
Yeah.
gets you anywhere.
That's why I was saying they're so confident that it goes around walls.
So,
Being targeted at us.
Why would she cast it on us? That's crazy.
Yeah.
so the DC is 18 for Thaddeus and Dolphin. Dex.
Okay. For dex save?
Dex save.
Ain't no problem. I save dex all day. Failed.
Perfect.
You're in Kevin's aura.
Oh yeah, so he
Yeah.
is fine. So you
Both
two
fine.
do this bolt of like strange like fairy magic hits the floor. There's an explosion around of you, and
Where did she put it? Can you put the
You guys are
location?
fine. So it affects. Does it affect everything?
It affects Alex.
Any creature?
Sure
So it's
does.
gonna hit. I guess. Let's see. It's got
She
60
just
range.
helped
So
us.
I guess
Aw.
it goes there.
Oh, that wouldn't hit
It would
Dolphin.
hit.
If it's a 20-foot
Yeah, so it's-
cube,
it's
it doesn't
gotta
have
hit.
20-foot radius. It has 10-foot radius.
Yep.
So it's gonna go
So
like
it would go like at the bottom left of that 11
here?
number, probably. Yeah.
maybe. So
Okay.
it's gonna
I
hit.
think so.
All right. So no one
Yeah.
else. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I guess the sword doesn't go save because it
Do
doesn't
we
matter, right?
do we even notice? I assume like a dex save in this case is fairly passive. Like, does anyone?
Yeah, it's almost like you just kind of like move out of the way of the dust as it like flies past you or something.
Well, I'm
and then
impressed.
she kind of flies over here.
I think we should recruit her to our party. She seems useful.
Salamander.
She's a tiny creature with a tiny impact. I barely noticed.
60. She's actually gonna fly. Let's see. There. Actually, let me change that. Thaddeus?
It's with a U, I think.
The worms learn to fly.
Thaddeus again. To the east, Thaddeus. They're coming.
He said weast.
Shite. All right. I'm going to step into him and shield bash him to the ground.
Step into him
Okay.
and explode outwards.
It's athletics, right?
Okay.
Or acrobatics? Or is it just athletics?
It's athletics.
Either one, I think. Is it just athletics?
No, I think.
Strength
Athletics or
contest.
acrobatics.
Is it?
Well,
Okay.
no, it's a strength contest, isn't it?
It's
You win.
athletics for you, and it's athletics or acrobatics for them.
No,
All
I know
right.
in general
So he
that's what it is if you're being
is-
grappled, but I think it might actually
Right.
be athletics only for the shield shove. I'm not sure though.
That's alright. I
So-
think it is actually. I think we've always done that. But
I get
maybe that's just because they just had better athletics.
You're probably right. I'll look it up then.
Yeah.
2 attacks at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1
27 hits them. Sure.
and 2.
Yep. Okay. Is it 1d4 the damage?
Yes.
Yep. So you can roll 2d4 now as well.
Yep.
So he takes 24 plus 6. So he takes 30. Nice. So
Ooh.
Thaddeus comes up, sweeps him with the shield under his feet. He falls down to the floor. I feel like as he's falling in midair, the first time a blow would hit him, and then the second one as he hits the floor. And
Does he explode?
It is his turn. So he stands up
He's alive?
as his
And he takes some
movement.
sweet damage immediately.
He will then make a. Is it
Oh,
wisdom
no.
again?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
We need him to. We need people not to survive our entire party's worth of damage in a round.
what's his DC? Is it? Oh,
I
it's
don't
not
know why it
12.
says
It's got to be higher than
12.
that.
It should be 17. Oh, hold
So
on.
he-
Let me double check.
It is important.
Yeah, because the other dies.
I think it was 17.
Yeah, I mean, it should be 17. I don't know why it says 12.
Okay, so
But
he
he makes
takes
it on 17, right?
half of 23. So he takes what, 11?
Yeah.
As he stands up, being slowed by these horrible, ghostly images, and then takes 3 strikes at.
By these strange
Thaddeus.
aquatic mammals.
1, 2, 3.
I yell back at the dirt from whence you came.
28 will hit you, I think. 18 misses.
Yep.
Okay. So you take 10 piercing. And he will take 5 footstep to here. This guy will step forward to you. On his bonus, he sets his flaming sword on fire, and then he takes
That's redundant.
2 attacks on you. So 1, 2, 28. It's you again. So you take 13. So he's 10 slashing. And what is it?
What the
2d6
fuck would be the point of shoving him after
fire.
you hit him?
2d6.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you take another 7 fire. So 17 in total from him. This guy takes a 5-foot step here.
Wait. Did you wisdom save the guy who just walked in?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. No, you're right. Thank you. So, do you want to roll it again for me, Dolphin?
Yes.
15. So he fails. And this guy also gets another one as well. So let's see what he does. He fails.
just-
So I'll just use the same for both of these.
I want to roll like this. Seems like
So he
Let's
takes
see the rolls.
18, and he takes 18 and explodes. Okay. So
Yeah.
so it's this guy's turn. On his turn, he takes the damage, blows up.
Kills Thaddeus.
Is it 5 or 10 feet?
I think it's 5, isn't it?
I'm looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
The way I picture it is when he walks into it and dies, he's kind of like he kind of gets like swept, like his feet become too damaged to support him anymore.
Creature then
Hit
10.
and pulled under.
Yeah, so like he's like moving his polearm, and then all of a sudden, like they just like overwhelm him.
He kind of gets overrun, and he kind of like drowns in what are like spirit guardians.
So he was here. So
Yeah, just Thaddeus. Thaddeus and the other
these
two
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, it might be a chain reaction too. I think the other one's pretty low.
Yep.
Yep.
So
I'm
DC
expecting
12,
this might do me in.
So 66.
I thought
DC 12.
I thought you could duck behind your shield for area of effect things, right? If you
Yeah,
make successful
hopefully.
saves. Okay, so just make your saves.
So he takes 25.
You know what?
And then this guy takes, let's see.
I wish we were blessed.
Takes, dex save. He takes 25.
Okay, he explodes too, I assume.
He explodes too. So then, I think the wall will shield Dolphin here.
Okay.
I'm also
So you, need
crouched
to,
down.
so you need to make 2 dex saves, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
The first one for 25 damage. The second one for 21 damage. Let's see if this guy makes
But
a
what's the
second
DC?
save.
DC 12?
12. Yes,
Okay.
quite low. 9. So he fails both. Wow. So this guy takes.
Well, it's only the first roll. He gets 2.
This guy takes 46.
Oh, it wasn't even Kevin's roll. Okay.
Okay. Kevin, roll me some dice.
Let's see. If you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving, sorry. Use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the.
Okay, so you can do that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get on the first one. I would suggest because it's higher.
But I'm gonna eat the second one. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like.
You'll take. Yeah, you'll take 10. So I'll put you on.
Alright,
What happens if you go if you fall exactly to 0 instead of on the 0?
No, you fall unconscious at 0.
You're still unconscious. Okay.
So he makes he did or didn't? No, 12. He's failed it.
Okay, so you take
Does
11.
that include my?
Oh shit! This is really important because he takes the first one first, then falls unconscious.
Yeah.
Then the second one explodes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then hits him.
So the answer is, you take 21 for the first one because you didn't make the save, right? 21 was the
No,
save?
25 is the first
25.
one.
So you take 25 minus
I was
3.
trying to decide if that +4 includes everything. That's my aura and everything, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's shitty. So sorry, I take 25.
Yep. Which I assume reduces you to 0.
Well below.
20,
Yeah.
22, because don't forget your.
22, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's on 10.
Minus.
No, you don't go minus. You don't go minus. You always stay at 0 for the first one.
All right.
So you're at 0 right now. Then the second one explodes. You auto fail your dex save because you're unconscious. So that one does damage to you. And it's a single attack that you can't backdoor from this. It doesn't accumulate. So it's just a death. It's just a tick off your death saves.
Yeah.
And you only lose 1.
I think it's only 1.
Yeah, it
Crits
is only
are
1.
2?
It's not a it's not
Yeah.
a melee attack, and melee attacks will auto crit on him, but it's not a melee attack. So
Yeah. So
Okay.
you lose 1 death save. Okay.
And go negative.
no, there's no negative.
But-
No, the negatives.
I
Only
didn't think so.
Negative's not important unless you can die from mass damage.
Yeah.
Which I
Right.
think is like
But it's a
twice your
one hit,
total
though.
HP.
It's not like- it's
yeah,
not
it's
like
got to be
one
in 1. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
All right. So that was this guy down here, this guy, and this guy. So it's now Adrian's turn.
I really think letting the Spirit Guardians manage that may have been the better option.
Yeah, it's almost like I should have stayed further up or something.
And I
Maybe
should
the team
have.
could have come up with me. I don't know. Crazy.
Right.
I feel like the second time you get to enemies will go better there, right?
I probably should have run into that room, like I
So-
said, and let the Spirit Guardians work on.
Does his aura fall off now?
Thaddeus's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know the big orange one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, big orange is gone.
Well, the other one doesn't affect either.
What do you think is more dangerous? Do I try for some damage? Do
So
I...
much easier to look at.
Did you?
Has that
Oh,
red
you
guy
did that
gone
for
yet?
1d4.
The swordsman?
The one right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks fucked up.
Yeah, but has he
Like
gone?
there are
Yeah.
pieces. Oh,
Yes.
is he taking his turn? Yes, he has.
Yes. He stepped up. He attacked me. He
There
did
are
his
large
damage.
pieces of the other guy's armor, like inside of him.
Oh.
everywhere. He is
So
like
he's probably gonna die to the
very, very badly damaged.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I'm just trying to decide if I go after the big boss who has all the fucking spells, or the Azers closing in behind us. I guess we could keep moving west and stay out of range of the guys to our south.
I'm immune to fire and have like only blur left as a spell cast basically, so I was thinking I could stand behind us and just stand in front of them and they wouldn't do anything to me.
Okay. I can't get Thaddeus up this round though. I can't reach him and item him. So it might have to be Dolphin.
And you can't run
Dolphin
through
should be
his
up here.
you can't run through his puddle
Oh, I
without
see. That's
killing
what you
yourself.
asked, in case you like just murdered Thaddeus.
All right, I'm gonna move up
Which you
to
probably
here,
would do.
and I am going to shoot the what is it, Freety?
Yep.
On the far end there. Have we shot her at all? Do we know what? Does she look heavily armored? Because I see a lot of midriff there. And a lot of thigh now that I'm looking a little bit closer. And I think some breast. So there's not a lot of armor there. Is that what I'm getting at?
I need to zoom in further. I'm clearly doing this game wrong.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of nudity.
I overestimated.
So no one has damaged her yet, so I'm not going to tell you her AC.
All right, let's do some history rolling. What do I know about genies or Ifritis or whatever the fuck it is? Are they
Yeah?
Is it
You want to do that? Okay.
Is it magic related, their defenses, or is the armor they're wearing representative
because
of
she
their
can-
actual armor?
So, you want to roll?
Sure, what do you want me to roll?
Yeah, history's okay.
History? Okay.
nature.
I know the birds and the bees. Nature should come in effect here, I think. All right, we'll roll history. 6.
Okay,
You
so
know-
because they can fly, that they can move quite ambidextrously out of the way of things.
All right.
Not ambidextrously, that's totally wrong. Dexterously out of the way of things.
They're ambidextrous? Always?
Yes.
That's
this
what I
one
get
is.
with the 6. They're always ambidextrous, I share with the group. They can use any hand. Always be watching them.
That's
Both
right.
hands equally dangerous.
She's
Scary
like,
people.
You can see her juggling the scimitar between like both of her
Fucking
hands.
hell, how are
It's
we gonna see which one she attacks with? I yell. All right, I'll take a couple shots here, I guess. Okay. Any of those hit?
Okay, all of them but the 14.
Okay. So hit for 16.
7, 16. Okay.
Okay. And I'm good.
Just check something. No, it's fine. Okay. She will. 2 bolts hit her in the shoulder, and she like sort of looks at them for a second and sort of scoffs.
And she
Her
uses
hand
an
lights up
alternate
with
hand to pick them up.
flame again. She throws the scimitar into her left hand. Hurls a bolt of flame down the corridor past Thaddeus through the spiritual weapon towards Eldrin.
Okay.
So let's see.
Does the fireball take damage as it goes through?
25.
Yeah.
You take 12 fire damage.
Okay.
And she, her flight seems to like stop as she like lands on the floor, and she just stomps like authoritatively down the corridor towards you. So like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Let's see. Is that these dudes again? Okay, so
We're gonna need a short rest after this one, I think.
5, 10, 15, 20,
You know, it's going a lot faster with me dead.
I was gonna say,
So these two
Kevin's
move up.
rest has already begun.
I think that's a long rest, Dolphin.
Oh, okay. Not if I have anything to say about it.
And
Whoa, whoa,
Where are
whoa. Oh my god, the turns are going so fast now. Thaddeus is down. That's
sorry,
incredible.
I lost one of my characters.
That's too fast, honestly.
We need to get Thaddeus
We
back
need you
up.
back up, Thaddeus, yeah.
It's hard to keep track of.
It's important to keep the pace.
My utter density slows the time around. That's the way that works.
20,
I read a book about that.
25. Okay, Bereatim.
I read a book about that.
Dolphidius? Or...
Alright.
So have these people to the south, did they just move?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
They only got that far off dashing?
They're quite slow. Yeah.
Do I know? Jeez, it sucks that I can't really move through the Spirit Guardians.
Well, let me see.
And it just takes you twice as much and does damage.
Yeah, no, they're fine. Yeah, they move through.
Do I know if that genie is fireball immune?
She looks like it. Isn't she a fucking fire like genie?
See, I thought you were gonna blur and hold our
Yeah,
rear.
I am,
no,
but
no,
I can
no.
fireball first.
Yeah, and there's no reason to go over there. Like, they can't reach us yet. I think we keep moving west. I'm not joking. We'll keep fucking 14 in between us and the other group. So far, they've spent 3 turns running around in circles. It's like Thaddeus. They're the Thaddeus of the enemy's team.
I think when Eldrin identified the Ifrit, he probably shared the information that she would be fire immune.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here.
She's blazing hot. You gotta be careful.
And in an impressive display of both ambidexterity and resource management, I am going to cast this fireball right there on the
Can't
ferry.
see that location.
You know, I think we're finally grouped up enough.
Do I have to see the location?
I thought those walls were
Put it back
melted
a little
and he
bit
couldn't
further.
see it.
Probably right.
Put it back to
Is
the
it
right
there.
on the ferry?
Thaddeus is further
There.
to
Is
the
it
right.
there? So
I'm-
it's gonna go here, I guess.
No, but if you
Wait.
put it back
So-
2 tiles, you might be able to hit the ogre. So I hit
And
the ogre?
down.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't
Down
put it down.
little.
Well,
Oh,
you can
that's
put
where
it
the
slightly down.
he was underneath my turn order thing. Sure, I'll
Yeah.
put it right
So I guess
There.
it's gonna go there.
Yeah,
Yep.
except
Yeah.
the walls are
Yeah.
melted, so the
Oh,
corner
yeah,
The walls are
walls are
melted, so we
melted.
can see.
Oh,
there. Yeah.
so where are you standing, Tim? You're there. So let's see. Hang on. You can see like.
Yeah, get the protractor out.
Yeah, I guess you could see like here.
Ma, get
So,
the
like-
protractor.
What's the 22?
Yeah.
Isn't that like the worst possible fireball roll you could ever have?
One.
That's a good
How are you
endorsement.
getting 5?
Oh, we have advantage on these though,
Why?
from last week.
Advantage on fireballs?
What was the reason for that again?
You just said yes. I don't have to remember
No.
the reason.
No,
after
you have to
said
remember the
yes.
reason, otherwise I will rescind the yes.
All right, rescinding the yes seems reasonable. So it's a
Okay, so let's see. It hits the fairy, the ogre, and
The invisible 6 creatures there. Burning
can
them.
you actually see that guy now?
Yeah.
You can target the worms.
No, you can't. Okay. So let's see. This
No one to see.
fairy.
Talking about, we see everything.
See, does she get any things that make her do things?
Yes, thing.
I don't think a fireball counts
Oh,
as an attack,
it's
right?
actually
It's
a
spell.
DC 17, not 16, as
That's
well,
okay.
because this is with Tinder Strike, not.
So here
that
is.
Add
Okay,
your,
so she
oh,
fails.
It has a base DC.
I hope her little filament wings just go.
Yeah, like a wasp with like the fucking spray would just melt.
Yeah.
them.
He's fine. This guy.
Wow, that was a nice deck save. So that's half damage, not fine.
That's kind of what
Right.
you'd do if, like, you'd be doing the same if you made them.
Right.
Like that. If you just want to
Okay, so
duplicate
he
that roll.
takes what, 22?
I have to like move there, I think.
Was it 22? Yeah, there it is 22.
22.
I just realized. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Okay, Dolphin running towards me doesn't trigger the aura. I just have to start my turn. Then. Okay.
I already have my turn pretty well planned out.
Alright, his turn. Let's remove the fireball. 5, 10, 25, 30, 40.
Oh, look at that guy.
I guess he kind of stacks up like that.
No one's impressed.
He's gonna pick up a piece of the melted wall.
Whatever.
And
do that
he's
too.
gonna chuck it. Let's see. One is Tim, 2 is Eldrin. So he's just gonna throw it at Eldrin.
What's the range on this wall chuck?
Okay, let's say it's 60 feet normal, 120 disadvantage.
It's 60
So
point
you're
one.
with
I am in disadvantage range.
He misspoke. 65 feet range.
You know what? Because I measured that the first time, I'll let you have that.
No, 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 no. I don't want advantages here. I want
I'm
to.
kidding.
I mean, I don't.
So
want
he's gonna. So 1d20 plus. Let's see what's his dex is awful. So it's actually a -1 plus his proficiency is 2.
He's proficient in throwing fucking burned.
Oh yeah, he's an ogre. He's proficient in chucking pieces of rock. So he's going to get a...
It's a full-time job.
20. He got a crit. Excellent.
Wow.
This guy's a dick.
So he's going to do...
Hey, I have one of your potions to get you up with.
It's 2d6, so he's going to do 4d6 plus 1, so it's plus 2.
No, you don't
So you
double.
take-
You don't double the modifier.
That's the damage?
Oh, okay, so it's you take 11 rock in face damage as this piece of
Alright.
wall like hits you.
That would have
and
dealt
smashes across you.
63 to my character, I'm just saying. I'm not...
4d6 is he rolled 4 2s, 3 2s. That's not
He
bad.
did.
Okay. Alright.
Dolphidius.
You know, I shrug it off, kind of like, oh yeah,
So-
rock to the face.
On
of it.
Dolphidius' turn,
15,
Tim
8,
just
12 against
dies. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna have a big turn. Do we need to break now, or
Did you just take 30 points?
No.
No, you took
12.
12.
11.
okay.
11.
Steve just complaining because I tried to kill him with moves where he couldn't save, which was correct because I forgot to make him roll saving throws.
Oh man, I love that about you, Adam.
He's just pissed about those things where I made mistakes.
I'd like to use my
Forget
inspiration.
the rest of the campaign.
Hold on, Dolphin, go ahead. I want to hear this, Dolphin.
I'd like to use my inspiration.
Okay, what happens? What are you doing?
I would like to.
Do you pray to like a giant whale or
I
something?
would like to sense through my spirit guardians that one of my comrades has fallen, and I'm going to go and check around the corner to look, see that Thaddeus has fallen and he's in really bad shape.
Burial at sea time.
Gonna go ahead and
Light him on
run
fire.
out, grab him, and attempt to drag him back into the room.
Okay.
Further
Which
from
right now I
combat.
believe was all within current, I don't have to use inspiration for any of
That's
this.
fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like to drag him in here.
So the guy auto crits on his reaction on Thaddeus?
My inspiration inspires him not to.
I suppose you could... Is that what you're using it for?
You know why does an auto crit kill him? Because if it's not
Yes.
going to kill him, that might be
it
good.
does.
We can leave him there.
No, hang on. I don't think.
Of course he would.
If
Well,
it moves him out of range,
It's
I don't
involuntary
think an
movement. It
unconscious.
shouldn't
Exactly.
actually be a reaction.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not a voluntary movement away from
Yeah.
the area of influence.
okay, there you go.
Someone else is moving him outside the area of influence.
That
and
sounds
counts.
legitimate to me. It doesn't even sound bullshitty. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and drag him in here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my surgical aid, the magical weapon, into the room with me.
Soon the
I'm gonna
whiteness
close
will
the
claim
door.
you too. Turns out he's
Yeah,
the
I'm,
fucking whiteness.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Plot
use
twist.
both my spirit guardians and my spiritual weapon and a potion together to perform a elaborate surgery to
6
try
seconds.
to bring 6 seconds. We can spend 2 rounds on it if we need to. I'll spend 2 whole rounds if need be to try to give as much health back to Kevin as I possibly can.
So you're gonna give him a potion, and use
I'm doing surgical.
magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine this
I'm
in
using
the
my
in the
dagger,
yeah
my spiritual weapon, my spiritual guardians, and a potion as another implement.
in the room.
How
He's
much
got
altogether?
2 hands that he's healing with. He's feeding him a potion with one of them. He's
Okay,
got,
so
like,
how much damage does Spirit Guardians do?
Spirit Guardians does 5d8 right now.
It's an
Okay.
auto crit
So
on the
The
dagger.
weapon does
if
2d8.
you
the potion-
halve that and add that to the potion, I'll say you can heal him for that much.
So it's 7d8 halved. Okay.
It's 5, right?
No, half
Just-
of
well-
7 is not 5.
I thought you said it was 5d8.
It's
Is it
5d8
I thought you said it was
plus.
5 plus 2 d8, which would be 7d8.
No, it's just 5d8, half of that. So this
That's
is
a
the Spirit Guardians roll.
Okay.
So 12
Okay.
Okay. Plus the potion.
plus the potion, which is a greater potion.
I think now you should definitely skimp on the value of
44
the
plus
potion.
4.
So I guess what we see,
Give him the dregs.
I guess as the audience rather than the party, is Dolphidius runs out into the corridor and pulls Thaddeus into the room.
Cackling.
He just normally feeds him the potion, as most people would, and Thaddeus begins to sort of rejuvenate from the healing powers. And then he begins to concentrate and focus this kind of spiritual essence around him, and rather than making it aggressive, he kind of tries to make it friendly, although some of its power seems to weaken. And it sort of, we see these watery creatures absorbing into Thaddeus's body and like moving in as these ghostly apparitions and rejuvenate him with life.
So in order, that's Spirit Guardians, Potion, Spiritual Weapon, and my dagger.
Yeah.
So however you want to add that to his life total, feel free to.
So what, 12 plus 14 plus...
So when I said 78, everyone looked at me like I'm insane. You just literally rolled 78 there between your Spirit Guardians and your Spirit Weapon.
Yep.
Okay, just so we're all clear on what I was talking about.
Well, it's also this 5 is getting halved, so it's a little bit weird. Well, or not getting halved for that.
Sure, do you want to have the last two then?
I don't know.
So
I feel like
I
I
wanna
might
Add, like, another 10.
You don't have to have anything.
So let's
what's
see.
that? That's
I'll let you. It's at your
12,
discretion.
14, so what's that? That's
This is how much damage he's taking?
26.
I feel like the dagger. I'm
plus
okay
8
with.
is
minus
34,
6.
plus 2
Divide the
is
carry the
36.
1.
The only one that needs to heal for full is probably the potion. If we want to do half on everything else, that's fine. If you feel like anything else wants to be 100%, because I feel like the magical spiritual weapon implements is, I think might heal for full. If there's an argument for that, but yeah, we can do that.
Well, it's a knife.
Yeah, knives don't do a lot of healing.
Yeah, but it's
mean,
like
it's
more of a
triage.
scalpel right now.
Can we heal him, but he doesn't have an arm?
Where do you try and do this?
He loses a level 3 spell slot for the rest of the campaign.
I know, right?
All right, we'll do
Time for
36.
fucking whiteness. Greatest.
We'll
boon of
go
all
with
time.
36. I'm willing for that to be the thing that happens.
36? Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that was amazing.
So,
Can I sense that
Kevin,
this is happening?
Thaddeus awakens with this magical energy of healing within him, but there's also this horrible scar under his 6th left rib, where this dagger has just gone in, and so everything else heals him really, really well, and then just at the end, Dolphidius is like, yeah, I've got to use a dagger like I did on Chakolth, and stabs him in the chest, and as Thaddeus is awakening, there's a small scream, it's like, ah!
Oh, please.
That was not needed!
I say, shh, and I
you
my
cover
hand
his mouth.
covered in blood, but I put one hand to hush him up as I take the other hand, which has the dagger in it still, and I'm like, you're fine now, as I cover my hand with this bloody blade in my other hand.
Perfect.
Oh my god,
Shushing him.
Adam, you're an excellent DM, but you missed it just very slightly here. You should have given him the life from the first 3 and then rolled the dagger for damage.
Rolled the dagger for damage.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right. So I guess that's 31, not 36. Sorry, Kevin.
Thanks, Filthy.
Always there to help.
It's much more realistic.
33? No, 34. He only takes
Is it?
2 from that. He's Thaddeus.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, because he reduces it by...
oh, but is that a
Well, it would be
is that
31
a,
and he'd take it too, so it'd be 29.
is it a crit because he's unconscious? Does it kill him?
I wasn't unconscious.
Which applies first, the heal or the stab? Because I imagine that would be even better. Dolphin does this elaborate ritual, but he kind of goes a little out of order and stabs him once first, and then he just dies.
You see how fragile life can be.
That's right.
This is why surgery is such a high risk thing.
It's not 100% in any surgery. There's not. A,
Oh,
Another
guess-
successful surgery for me though, so I'm batting 1,000.
I'm pretty sure one more you're proficient in bone flutes.
Yeah.
proficient in some kind of bones.
When you say that, I look around and I notice just a bloody bone is just laying out,
Put
and
it
then I
back
look
in.
at Thaddeus,
Probably one of
and then I
mine.
look at the
Put
bloody
back in.
bone, and Thaddeus, and I put them together.
Dolphidius is like, where did this come from?
Yeah,
One of my ribs.
yeah. I kind of toss it. I actually save it just in case we can make it into a flute later.
I guess we'll cut the part here.
Yeah, I think that's a good part. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.